from. You spend about $1,300 Singapore dollars in Facebook ads, but you've gotten only 1 or 2 conversions in last month.
Sure.
Which is a big problem because it's definitely not the way to go down. And then also you spend about $879.
I'm glad you're amused, Jim. I'm glad you're amused.
Yeah, this one was for Google Ads, I think. I forgot to add that in, but this is about $879 on Google Ads in September 2020. But the cost per conversion is pretty high, $70. Assuming that, let's say they buy a yoga mat, you pretty much can't even break even, right?
Oh, no way. No way.
Yeah, so again, this is actually attributed to the fact that the conversion rates is just over 1%, which really is extremely low. A healthy conversion rate that we see across our clients are anywhere between 3 to 4%.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, so by tripling that, you would definitely make the whole exercise profitable. So that's something that we need to take care of. And the conversion rate is really attributed to the fact that the landing page that you point the Google Ads to, and also your offer, right? So we'll talk a bit more about that in the call later on. So this is basically where you want to go to as a short-term goal. You want to make sure that you can get at least 5K in terms of monthly revenue.
Yeah.
And this is your best selling product. You mentioned elastic bands make up 45%, yoga mats make up 20%, followed by ab rollers and tape body measure.
Yeah.
So this is the prop. Again, these are just social proof, right? Because everyone, so we've kind of been featured. I myself personally went on radio 2 months ago.
Cool.
But that's about it. And then these are just a whole bunch of other press releases and stuff. Then these are the clients that we work with. We have worked with NTU Singapore, listed companies like IFS Capital Limited, and a whole bunch of other small business owners, and a couple of real estate agents as well. And this is really the market research that I've kind of done. So you could see this is, by the way, all based in the United States. It's not based in Singapore. So these are what people are typing in the United States. Things like buy elastic bands, buy yoga mats, buy yoga mat near me. Where can I buy a measuring tape for my body? Cheap yoga mats bulk. Where to buy elastic band? The list goes on, right? So there's probably a couple of hundreds of people searching for what it is that we offer. And really, when we start to analyze the top dogs in terms of in the yoga mat niche, right? You can see it's Jade Yoga. So they pretty much have 2 tiers. In fact, they have multiple tiers of mats. There's the cheaper one. There's a level 1 mat, and a harmony mat. And really, why we kind of want to understand this, right, is because there was a wise man by the name of Sun Tzu that once said, again, this is from the book called The Art of War. He once said, if you know your enemy, you need not fear the outcome of 100 battles.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, what we're trying to do is we're really trying to understand what our competitors are doing.
Sure.
Right. You could see this. They're saying things like, for free ground shipping on US retail orders above $65, use the code FreeShip65. Right. So they offer free shipping. Right.
Sure.
Do we offer free shipping? Right. Do we have do we have a money back guarantee? Right. Because right now they don't. Right. And if we do, that might kind of change things. Right. Sure. And you can see they have social proof as well. They have 98 reviews, 6 reviews or whatever the case might be. So do we have reviews? That's something that we need to work on, right? And that's it. This is our offer. You could see we have 2 reviews compared to their insane 98 reviews. But I understand you've kind of just started out, so it's not kind of something that we can compare. But of course, you could see on their page itself, they don't actually have the video. They kind of just have this thing which is pictures, right? But if we can kind of stack the value in this thing and have a video, to kind of pre-frame the person that's on the website on why the mat is better and why the mat is special, right? Then it might actually improve the conversion rates, which is something that we must work on.
Sure.
Because like I mentioned before, right? we must make sure that there's a reason why we exist in business, right? Like if we're offering the same thing, right, we need to create kind of something, a unique selling proposition that would compel people to buy from us instead of these guys. Make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I propose. Essentially, we can kind of the thing is we can still run Google ads and Facebook ads as well, because for Google ads, the issue with Google ads is like there's only so many people on Google searching for what it is that you offer every single month, right? Once you tap that out, like that's capped out already, like that it's done, right? There's no more people searching for what it is that you do. So in this scenario, like for example, what we want to do is like on Facebook ads, right? We want to run like what I like to call like a high value content offer, or what we call a lead magnet. Or some people, they like to call it like clickbait, right? Or whatever. But you can see like in this case, if we have a headline, something like finally unveiled, right? New revolutionary yoga mat that allows you to experience a transcendent level of recovery and spirituality with your body.
Okay.
Like this thing like would stand out because like all these guys are not saying that. Right? It's just like level 1 mat, harmony mat. Like what's that supposed to mean, right? So yeah, like you kind of like want to give the benefit that yogis, right? Like yogis are basically people that do yoga, really want to achieve, right? Because they want to like have spirituality, they want to like recover, right? They kind of want to like I mean, we can test different headlines. We can test like to soothe your back, right? To release yourself from neck pain, right? That kind of thing. So like at the end of the day, it's really about like selling them what is it that they want and what is it that the market wants.
Sure.
And then like really what we call it, like this is what we call a two-step funnel, right? Like we kind of create a landing page that specifically tailors to what is it that the customer is looking for. So for instance, if you're looking for a yoga mat, I drive them to the landing page that offers the yoga mat.
Yeah.
Right, like we don't talk about anything else on the page. We just talk. This yoga mat is the most like outrageously powerful yoga mat that you have seen. It has like fibers that's like imported from Europe. That kind of thing. Like we just want to tell a story, right? Like, this yoga mat is not like made in China. It has, all the specific fabric or the cushion is like imported from Belgium. It's been like harvested for like 20 years or whatever. But I mean, obviously, I'm not telling you to lie or anything, but like just tell the truth. But package it in such a way that it stands out from the competitors. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, because that's how we market stuff, right? As a marketer. And really, like once they opt into this thing, like you can start to sell them on the checkout page. So once they check out, you can kind of track that. They're checking out as well. And then once they check out, we can actually track, right? Because once you hook that thing up to your Facebook pixel, you can track that they have actually clicked on the checkout button.
Yeah.
So for people that kind of clicked on the checkout button, what we do is we kind of retarget them with an ad, which I'll share more on later.
Okay.
So next is we create what we call like the video sales letter, right? Like, this yoga mat is unlike any other yoga mat. Then you can have like this guy, could be yourself, could be anyone actually, just talking about the yoga mat and why like the yoga mat is like special, and demonstrate how the yoga mat is being used and why you should pick this yoga mat over any other yoga mat. Yeah. So really, what this does is, first of all, like we need to reduce the amount of skepticism, right? Like because like people that are on your website, they are like in shopping mode, they are in hunt mode, they are comparing, right? So you kind of want to sell them on why, like sell them on why they should buy the yoga mat, and that's really boils down to how we make our offer.
Sure.
So what makes a good offer is things like remove risk, right? Like money back guarantee. Right, like if you're not happy with this thing, like within 14 days or 30 days, just give us a call. We'll take the yoga mat back, and then you can have your money. Right, we don't want your money if you're not satisfied with the product.
Yeah.
Right. So like that really boils down to what we call like the power guarantees, and like it's really all about the social proof and testimonials. right? Like for instance, you could just get like a couple of friends to use the yoga mats and just get them to like send in some testimonials like oh I've bought yoga mats from Shop Specialty Select. And then, by the way, it doesn't have to be a professionally produced video. It could be like taken with like your iPhone or something, right? And then like just, hey, I was using Shop Specialty Select yoga mat and it was really awesome, right? I kind of had like a really good yoga poses the other day. I stretched better. I felt really good. My back hurts less, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that really reduces the skepticism, because
Yeah.
all your competitors right now, they're not doing that. All right. So if you can do that, that would basically, yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So after that, that's where you kind of like get them to check out. They fill in their details, and then check out. In this case, it's like consultation session, because like it really depends on like what kind of business you're in. So for your business, it's really for e-commerce. You can just send them straight to the checkout page, key in their credit card details, and that's it. So this is how the overall funnel, like if I can say like funnel looks like. Like be it like from AdWords, or I mean Google Ads or Facebook or Instagram, right? Or your email list, right? We send them to the what I call the high value content offer, right? Like the finally unveiled, right? This outrageously comfortable yoga mat is the reason why yogis buy this thing, right? So name, email, phone number, and then like they opt in, and then we start redirecting them to the actual e-commerce. I mean, this way we kind of send them the the link or whatnot, and then we send them to the actual e-commerce page for them to check out, right? Then they click on the call to action button, they fill in their credit card details, check out, done. So that's really how we kind of make the whole like exercise of driving traffic for e-commerce profitable. It's really through like this, what I call the like two-step funnel, right? In a way. So yeah, that's how you do it. And then on the back end, right? If let's say they choose not to check out, we have what we call the abandoned cart sequence, right? Like on the back end, we can like send them through like, oh, I noticed that you clicked on the if you're about to check out but you didn't fill out your credit card details, that kind of thing. Yeah, but I was wondering like what stopped you. By the way, I just want to show you 2 videos of people that mentioned that they really like the yoga mat, that kind of thing, and then you send them through this thing. And then if let's say even after 7 emails, right, they still chose not to buy, that's okay, because we have them in our newsletter list, right? Just because they don't buy today doesn't mean they don't buy like couple of months down the road, couple like days, weeks down the road.
Sure.
And then if let's say they do click on the call to action on the email, will drive them back to the page where they can buy, where they can check out and buy. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so this is the exact strategy that we use for our e-commerce clients to get them success. And yeah, that's it. So again, the next step is like I mentioned, like the retargeting is very powerful if you retarget them well. So for instance, what we like to do is like we like to run like video testimonial ads. Like this is for our own business, we run like video testimonial ads of successful clients on Facebook to people that have viewed and downloaded our like free checklist before, right? And like we kind of get them to click on the link here to kind of book a strategy session to speak with us. So yeah, that's really how we drive traffic. And I'm sure if you like execute on this thing, you will be able to see a lot of success. Again, this is just what we call the sales projection. It's not so much applicable to e-commerce businesses. It's more based for like service-based businesses. But let's say, for instance, if you want to spend like, for example, $2,000 on digital marketing, could be spread between like Facebook ads and Google ads, and you want to achieve a 5 times return on investment, these are all the stats that you must hit, right? Like the cost per 1,000 impressions has to be $255. The click-through rate needs to be 2%. The cost per click needs to be like $12.75.
Okay, I see.
The conversion rate of the opt-in needs to be 15%. And then the actual, once they reach the checkout page, it should be a 50% conversion rate. Yeah, so on and so forth.
So if you don't hit those numbers, you need to reevaluate.
Well, yeah, I think at this point, like it's still too early for you to have all these numbers right now because you don't really have the lifetime value of a customer,
Right.
unless like you have big enough of a data set. But the easiest way to calculate the lifetime value of a customer is your total amount of revenue generated in your business divided by the total number of customers that you have.
Okay, got it.
And the rest, I think, like really boils down to the stats that you see from your Google Analytics, like your e-commerce conversion rate on your Google Analytics, the bounce rate, right, and all that. Like it's probably gonna be applicable inside here for e-commerce funnels. And that's it. The rest is pretty much case studies. This is for Precision Spine. He's a chiropractor. He spent about 12 grand in, I would say, 3 months. And he got pretty much about 206 leads that amounted to roughly about, I would say, close to about 70 to 80K in revenue. Because for him, he sells a session, I think he sells like a package at like 3.2K.
Okay.
So he did about, I think about 20 or 21 leads or something like that.
Sure.
So you can see this is the offer. Like shocking news. Chiropractor guarantees net correction, else you have 200% of your money back. Right? Because like the thing he sells is like he's not like messing around. Like he knows his stuff. He's been there for like 20 over years. He has done the X-rays. He has like, yeah, he's confident in what he do. He's confident in what he does. So it's easy for him to make such an offer.
Sure.
And this is like a real estate agent. He spent about 2.4 grand, probably about 1.5 months. We got about 70 leads for him, $33.77 per lead. He closed, I think, a commission check for about 30 grand.
Okay.
And then this is a lending company that recently started. We spent about $741. We got about $18 per lead. Yeah, I think all these are less applicable for you because you are e-commerce. So these are the e-commerce ones. I could see this is for Oshipan Bakery selling bread online. Very awkward, but it works. So you could see they did about 64K. Literally from April until right now.
Wow.
64K. So per month it's about, how much is that? About 10K, I think. Yeah, 10K. Yeah. By the way, this website, I just want to share with you, it's from scratch. It's from scratch. Like we just started the e-commerce website in April. Prior to that, it was just a 3-pages website. Then after that, we created an e-commerce website, and then it just look at the traffic. It just went through the roof. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, we did everything for him. We did SEO, we did Facebook ads, and we did Google ads. In fact, you can kind of like take a look at the, what should we call it? The testimonial video on our website. You can see it's right here. Like this is the owner himself giving us pretty much a video testimonial. He spent about 8 grand, got him back about 65 grand in total. So yeah. And this is for Little Red Dot Florist. He spent about 13.2 grand on Google ads, got back about 48 grand. So you can see again, this is right here. 15K spent, more than 45K worth of sales in 3 months. So yeah, like this is his video testimony.
That's what we want.
Yeah, so that's literally using the strategies that was being described earlier on. So yeah, this guy is the actual founder. Like this is not like a Photoshop thing or anything. It's all legit. Like this is me, this is him. Yeah, it's all legit. So like
amazing.
So, yeah.
Good stuff.
And this is what our clients say. I mean, all these things, I wouldn't bore you with it, but if you want to kind of like take a look, you can just Google our company. It's right here. It's all here. There's nothing for us to hide, but yeah, it's all here. So
and how many guys have you got in Best SEO? How many employees?
That's a good question. So we're currently hiring right now. We have a team of 4 right now. But it's too much work right now. Yeah, that's why like I'm in day in and out. I'm like interviewing candidates, but it's not easy to find like the right fit.
Absolutely.
It's not
Absolutely.
easy to find the right fit. So, but I am blessed with this group of people that are pretty good so
Sure.
far. So yeah.
And
Um,
your background, Jim, what qualifications have you got?
yeah. So I kind of like I was selling like insurance before, and then I
Okay.
was like, this thing sucks, right? Like selling
Yeah.
insurance door to door. My manager was like telling me like, oh, you should do more door to door sales. You should do more cold calls. I was like, this is not working out. So I was just like, there must be a better way, right?
Yeah.
So I went on to Google. I literally typed in this. I literally typed how to generate leads for insurance. I literally typed this on Google.
Right.
And
Right.
then lo and behold, like I was like looking at a lot of blogs, and then I was like, look, I think I need to use digital marketing.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I knew was like I went to the head office and I was like looking at
Mhm.
the head office and like, look, can I use like Facebook ads to get leads for
Yeah.
insurance? And it was like, no, like this is not compliant. I'm like, what do you mean it's not compliant? Right? So I left because I could not carry on cold calling. I could not carry on like cold emailing and getting the
Yeah.
door slammed on my face.
Yeah.
And then that was where I fell into this whole rabbit hole of like digital marketing.
Okay.
I've been like literally busting my ass off for like the past 3 years, just learning
Mhm.
about like the ins and outs of digital marketing. So
Mhm.
that's what brought me here today, man.
Nice. Cool. Awesome, dude. Okay. So how do we proceed then, Jim?
Yeah, so realistically, like the next step
Mm-hmm.
is like so far, do you have any like concerns or any questions like regarding what I've just shown you?
No, no,
You
we've
sure?
been doing this since February, right? And you can't believe how difficult it is to find a competent digital marketer. Honestly, it's been a nightmare. And I've been most impressed by your presentation. So yeah, I think my questions have been satisfied.
All right, man. So really the next step, right, is basically is the money. So like other than the money, like would there be any other reason like this you would not want to proceed with this?
Nope.
Okay. Like for instance, you need to speak to your business partner or anything like that.
No, 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 no.
Okay. So you're
We, we, I
100% in
think
on this thing in terms of
I think
like
we just want to start seeing, and I
sales
will
coming
say that
in.
exactly, mate. And I will say this: we are redesigning the landing pages at the moment as well, with a more professional kind of theme and feel. So yeah, I'm hoping that will also, because we have been getting sort of 60 to 70 people on the site per day and they're just not converting. So, let's believe that there's something wrong with the website itself. So
The
we
six,
are redesigning that
okay.
that homepage and all the product pages as well. So
Okay. The 60 to 70 people that we're talking about, is it like basically driven from Google Ads?
mix between Google and Facebook, but yeah,
Okay.
all
Okay.
paid
Yeah, I
advertising.
think the first thing that we need to fix is definitely the offer. Like we need to make it more
Mm.
compelling and the copywriting as well. So in fact, I would kind of focus on like, 80-20 rule, right? Pareto's principle. Look at the top products that are selling well, and then just go
Okay.
ahead and focus on those first and make them
Okay.
sell like hotcakes. And
Yeah,
then like we can worry about the rest later on. So um
makes sense.
in terms of the funnel, to make it like really really effective is like what you mentioned, like we do the landing page. Currently right now you are using Shopify themes, right? Like which theme are you on? Let me check.
I think it's just debut. It's a premium theme, but I've actually bought a theme from a third party, which we're now currently working on, that offers a lot more customization and looks a lot more professional. Um, so I'm working on that at the moment.
Do you have like the landing page builder in terms of the Shopify landing page builder?
Yeah.
Like the single page builder so that you can remove the excuse me, the header and the footers and all that?
What does Shopify offer that, or is that an external third party?
I think it's a third-party app on Shopify that you must purchase. I have not used it myself because I usually use WooCommerce because it's a lot easier to customize.
Okay.
But I mean, it's the same thing. If you just go onto like Shopify landing page builder, they have like a tons of them over there. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, they have like this thing called Shogun landing page builder. Not sure whether you've seen it, but let me just show it to you real quick since we're on the call. So like this one, you can see it's basically to build like actual landing pages. So you can see it's like that. So that,
Okay.
yeah. So it's kind of like to have the visual effect, right? So that uh, uh okay, this is not a good video, but this is the one. Build a custom homepage, product page, landing page, and more. So it's a drag and drop page designer. So basically, like, anyone can go ahead to edit it without like having much technical knowledge. So you could see this is how it looks like. It's drag and drop, right? So it's really, really simple, really, really easy. And we can kind of like even remove the header and the footer as well if you want to. But yeah, the idea is to really create customized product pages, and that is supposed to basically help out, help with the conversion rates as well. But either way, it's fine because I've seen like really, really successful companies like they pumped in like I mean I know of another agency owner. He did like I think even with the normal Shopify page, that means like this page for example. For example, yoga. For example, yoga. For example, this one. Yeah, he drove it to like a page like this, and and it still works. Like he pumped in like $1 million, he got back like 4 million back. So that was for this product called what was it called? It's called let me check. I can't recall. It's a Australian kitchen box or something like that. Snap, I kind of forgot. But yeah, it's a product. It's like a packing kind of product. Kitchen packing product. Hang on, let me pull it out real quick because I remember seeing it over here on my.
Yeah.
I was just looking at it the other day. Hang on. Jonathan.
Look, Jim, it doesn't really matter,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, but anyways, I just thought that was interesting to point out. So PT, I can't find it, but yeah,
That's right.
no worries. Yeah.
No
So
worries.
basically,
Okay.
moving forward is the next step. Let's say like you're okay with everything. I need to explain to you, how much we charge and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So essentially, this is pretty much what we. Oh, sorry. I think I forgot to remove. This too. Sorry. Yeah. There. Sorry. This is the one. This is the one. So if we do a single traffic source, like for example for Facebook ads or Google ads, And also what we do is we also add in the email backend. There was the 7-part email sequence. So if you are using Shopify, we'll use this software. It's called Klaviyo. Klaviyo. Which email are you using? Which email provider are you using right now?
We haven't done much on the email marketing side, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, so we need to build out the abandoned cart sequence using Klaviyo since you're using Shopify. And then, you know, that's also included in this whole thing. And then with the either Facebook ads or Google ads, there will be 2K per month plus your ad budget. So this whole thing, there will be a minimum commitment of 3 months. We'll kind of do pretty much all the work, right? In terms of the ad creatives, the copywriting, the keyword research, the audience targeting, the scientific split testing, the retargeting, right? With the email backend, the landing pages design. We can do the design and the copywriting for you, but we just need you to approve on it. But pretty much like we suggest that you stick with like the landing page that we design, because like there's a certain format that we're using that makes it work. And there's a kind of a recommended ad budget of like 2.5K. By the way, all this is in Singapore dollars, it's not in US dollars.
Yeah.
Then after that, if let's say you do decide to do both, which is Facebook ads plus Google ads plus the email backend, there will be 3K per month plus the ad budget, which again is completely up to you and decided by you. So this is for both platforms. And then last but not least, like the last thing that we want to tap on is like SEO, because I find that if you can't make paid traffic profitable, it's very hard to make organic traffic profitable.
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah. So this is just if we do the SEO, which I highly don't recommend, really, seriously. So I would rather like tap out like the paid traffic sides of things before we move on to the organic side of things.
What do you reckon is best? Do you think because look, we've spent a lot of money so far in advertising. So the budget is getting thinner and thinner. So we want to kind of maximize our dollar, right? What do you think is best to spend it on? Generating revenues, Facebook or Google ads? What do you? Because I don't foresee we can afford to do both at the moment.
Okay, I think like if we were to start off, like we can tap on like just Google ads for now. Because Google, for people that are on Google, they are kind of like in the market ready to buy, they're in hunt mode. They're in hunt mode looking for it. So I think there will be a lot more targeted. And also that's how we have achieved like success for the florist guy, because the thing about flowers, right, is like so for his specialty is like he specializes in what we call the condolence flowers and condolence wreaths.
All right.
So people only buy flowers when somebody dies, right? For his case, and people only buy flowers from him when there's a grand opening, right? Because he does like the grand opening flowers. So it's very intent based. Right. So it's the same thing for your product. Yoga mats are very intent based. If I go to yoga, then I'll buy yoga mats.
Sure.
So if somebody types on Google buy yoga mats, yeah, they are in the market to buy yoga mats. They're not messing around, right? They're not there to like, oh, let me think about it, right? They're not there to kind of like shop around or anything. Like they're not on Facebook mindlessly scrolling and watching cat videos.
Sure.
So yeah, that's what I think. I think Google Ads would definitely be the lowest lying fruit. And kind of like once we have tapped out that source, we can then move on to the next step, which is like Google Ads itself. So while we get them on Google Ads, we kind of have like an email backend funnel to kind of help us with the abandoned cart sequence. I think that would be the lowest lying fruit.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Okay, cool. So let's proceed with the Google Ads then. Email backend.
Okay, so moving forward, let me just walk you through the next steps, right? Because I think it's important. So for us, like we actually take Stripe credit card. We take like bank transfer, wire transfer, depending on what you prefer. Which would you prefer?
You're on PayPal?
We're not on PayPal, but I could send you the link that you can kind of just enter your credit card details, and then everything will still go through.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. And then there's kind of like a bulk payment discount if you want to do 3 months. If it's up to you, or you want to do month to month, it's also completely fine.
Yeah, I think from a cash flow perspective, we'll do month to month.
Yep. Sounds good. And moving forward, what I'll do is I'll prepare the service agreement. It's just a simple one pager of the scope that we will be covering. The Clavio, the everything that is mentioned here, and also the terms.
You'll design the landing pages of all the top selling products, right? That's included in that $2,000.
Yeah, it is included. We most likely will be using the Shogun landing page builder. If not, okay, sorry. What's the theme that you're using? Just so that I have a clearer picture.
I think it's Warehouse.
Warehouse.
As I say, I'm redoing it at the moment. It's a third-party theme that I'm using. Let me.
Warehouse theme. Okay.
Yeah, it's Warehouse, but it's a premium theme. It's
okay.
It's a customized warehouse theme.
Oh, it's a customized warehouse theme. You got a developer to work on it before?
Not a developer, but I bought it on the premium theme store, Shopify store.
Okay. Because I was thinking like if I can still use Shogun, but I will try it. Most likely should be able to, and then we'll see how that goes. But don't worry about it. We can take care of it. So I mean, we have a developer. If anything, we can use the developer to get it customized for you.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, pretty much the rest of the copywriting and all that. The lead time would probably give or take for the campaign to go through and set up and everything. Would be about 2 weeks. So from your end, right, what I need from you is to kind of fill up the onboarding form. We have an onboarding process for you to share with us your Facebook ad accounts. Excuse me, your Google Ads account.
Yeah.
And then also the budget that you're comfortable with, your username and password for the Shopify, the listing details and whatnot. So let me just run you through that real quick. Onboarding form. Oh snap. Okay, sorry. Stop sharing first. How much time do I have from you today?
Yeah.
You gotta go real quick?
No, we're good.
Okay, let me just bring that up. Onboarding form. Right, so let me walk you through this. It's very important. Yeah, this is the one. So essentially, you could see this is the kind of the timeline. Usually stacks up to about like 2 weeks. And from your end, obviously like we need like the Shopify access, the DNS access, which I mean, if it's with Shopify, it's fine. If you have a CRM, like for example, Clavio, but if you don't, it's also fine. We'll get it set up for you. Excuse me. All the listing details so that we know like everything that you have in terms of the assets, like the social media URLs that we can use, and any regulations that we cannot like, because the thing is like I don't know about the FDA or whatever regulations that is in the US, but it's good for us to know that, and really like the whole expectations of like this whole campaign. And then from your end, we kind of need like the Google My Business, the Google Analytics, the Google Search Console, as well, and your Google Ads Manager, which is this portion.
Sure.
So I'll kind of send you the service. First things first is I'll send you the service agreement. Do you think you could send that back over by, let's say, 2 p.m. in the afternoon or 3 p.m. in the afternoon?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cool. So once that is done, right, once the service agreement is done, I will be sending you the invoice, right, where you can kind of enter your credit card details. It's all encrypted with Stripe. And once that is done, we will get started immediately with the onboarding form and everything.
Fantastic. And what do you recommend? Sorry, for the Google ad budget, 2,500.
2.5K.
Cool.
Yeah, 2.5K. So the 2.5K is paid directly to Google. You do know that, right? It's not paid to us. Yeah, it's hooked up to your Google Ads account. So if you go inside like
No, that's all set up. Don't worry about that.
yeah,
That's all
awesome, awesome. Yeah, so I kind of need you to just enter the Google Ads ID here, so that once you enter the ID here, I can just go to my manager account to request for it.
Request
Yeah,
access, yeah.
yeah, because we have the manager account, so you can see like tons of Google Ads account under us. But yeah,
Sure.
that's it. I think that's pretty much it. And by the way, Tom, congratulations. Very excited to get something going for your business because I can see you're bleeding here.
Yeah, we are bleeding, mate, and you know, we're drowning. We don't know what to do. And marketing is kind of 90% of our business, right? So
yeah.
And I have a very good feeling about you, and I feel like you're very competent. So I'm excited to start working together.
Awesome, cool. Is there anything that you want to share in terms of like the yoga mats, like or you know the whatever products, like in terms of the unique selling proposition? Because all these will be answered in the onboarding form, but I kind of want to get a better idea.
Look, let me let me have a think. I mean, we do offer 30-day money back guarantee. We do offer free shipping.
Okay.
The yoga mats specifically, they sell well because of the alignment system.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they're non-toxic as well. They're biodegradable.
Okay.
They have an SGS certification as well from the manufacturer, which means that they're quality control.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many of our competitors advertising that aspect.
Do you think you could kind of like make a video like with you like holding the mat and then like going through the like pretty much the nitty-gritty stuff, like the certification, all that, just slapping it on like the landing page itself, because I think that would help. That would bump up conversions if we do it right.
Let's do it. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man.
Perfect. Well, thank
and
you.
The rest is just the copy on the landing page.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, fantastic.
Cool. Yeah. Let me send you the service agreement before lunch, and we'll get that sorted.
Sounds good.
Tom, again, congratulations. I think you have made a very wise decision. Very excited to start the campaign.
I hope this is the one.
By the way, do you have like WhatsApp? Because I tried like contacting you on WhatsApp, but I can't see.
Oh yeah, sorry, my WhatsApp's on my UK number. It's I'll send you the WhatsApp number.
Yeah, I think you do have my Singapore number. I mean my number, right?
Yeah. You've called me on it. That's fine.
Okay, so just send it to my number. I'll add you into a WhatsApp group. You'll be connected to my team. I'll actually add my team inside as well, so that we're all on the same page. That's okay with you, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Okay. So just send me a message via WhatsApp. We'll take it from there, and I'll also send you the service agreement to your email.
Sounds good, buddy. Thank you so much.
Cool, Tom. All right.
Speak soon.
Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers, buddy. Bye.